Hey everybody, this is going to be a different type of video, a more off the dome kind of video giving my thoughts. And I wanted to talk about festivals. Specifically, do I think festivals are fun? And one of the reasons I want to talk about that is, one, we're going to be in the middle of a festival by the time this video comes out. And I did just finish my little mini series on YouTube detailing my Mega Man Festival experience. Go check that out if you want to watch that. And yeah, are festivals fun? I think so. At least if you play them casually. One thing about this game that I've noticed is the more casual this game is, to me, the more fun this game is. And festivals is a prime example of that. Festivals is a good time, especially if you have, you and your friends, and you go and, you're just enjoying yourselves. If you want to play festivals for, getting the crossover characters, getting the decals and the different stickers you can, then yeah, I think festivals is a good time. You get to enjoy the different game modes or the different race modes. It's a good time. I would say festivals might be a little bit less fun if you try to grind them or play them competitively. If you have a team, it's a little bit easier, especially if you're going for like the top 10 or top 100. You definitely need a team of people or a group of people that you can play with to even get that far. Because if you're doing it solo, you're not going to be able to do top 100 or top 10. It's not happening. But even if you are doing it solo, like top 1,000, that's going to be kind of rough to do. I know for me, I think when I was doing a Mega Man Festival, getting the top 1,000, I think I played 4 hours on Thursday, and then like Friday and Saturday, I played 9 hours each day. And I think to me, it's really just honestly, after doing all that, it's just not worth it. Like, yeah, I would say having a team of friends or a team of people you can play with is just a lot easier. Also, when you're playing solo, you're just going to get bad teammates, unfortunately. There are plenty of times where, playing festival, it'll be like, collect a lot of rings, and then people won't even have ring builds. Or, in the Angry Bird Festival that just recently happened, like 2 weeks ago, there was a collision boost one, and people don't even have collision boost gadgets on there. It's just like, man, are you people even trying to do the objective? And so you'll just get a lot of bad teammates sometimes throwing your races, and that doesn't feel too good. And then also, there's the bots problem, and I would say, yeah, they did fix it, some of the issues, because I would notice in the Mega Man Festival there wasn't too many bots, but in the Angry Bird Festival, the first 30 minutes I was playing, it was nothing but bots in my lobbies, to the point where I had to like exit out and then just wait for like a good 5 minutes before I go into another lobby so I can play with actual real people. So that's one of the things. Also, the more, I guess, competitively or serious you take it, the more the flaws in the game just start to like appear. For example, when it comes to a lot of the item issues, like I can't stand Slicer. Slicer is an item I don't like. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just really hard to defend against. Also, you'll start to notice things like, for example, most of the time there's supposed to be an indication when a green glove or a red glove's coming to you, but a lot of the times those gloves will snipe you so fast you won't even have a chance to react. Same thing with bombs. Sometimes, I would get hit with bombs and I don't even get a chance to react, and I just automatically get hit, and that kind of sucks. The item spam, you'll notice it a lot more the more competitive or the more serious you can play. Whereas when you're playing casually, I'm not saying you don't notice it at all, but I would say you just don't notice it as much. So, like I said, I do think festivals are fun. I just think it's fun when you play it from a casual point of view. Like I said, the more serious you play festivals, I think the less fun you're going to have. Kind of like with anything when it comes to this game. Not saying you can't have fun, playing competitively and trying your best, but I just noticed, like, the more casual you are with the festivals, the funner it is. That's just, what I think. I don't think when it comes to this game, the Sonic Racing Crossworlds community shouldn't be like so serious where it's like you get so tilted and you start going ballistic. Like, it's always like, just take a break. Sometimes it's okay to just take a break. If you're losing or whatever, it's okay to sometimes be like, oh, let me take a break instead of tilting all the time. Because I feel like, at least from my point of view, the more you tilt, the worse you actually end up doing. So, you know, sometimes it's okay to take a break. But yeah, I think festivals are fun. I think it's cool to look forward to the crossover characters. I think it's cool to at least play all the way till you get up to, 1,000 points, where you get the final decal, like festival. So all the way up to that point, it's pretty cool. Also, you know, festivals are really good for grinding tickets. That's one of the good things I like about festivals, is if you want to grind tickets or you need tickets for whatever reason, especially if you're a casual player, festivals is the way to do that. So I say, just for the grinding tickets alone, you know, festivals are a good time for that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Yeah, I do think festivals are a good time if you play it casually, and you should definitely play them. You know, check out the characters, you know, play with other people in the community, have a good time, and that's it. All right, peace out. Bye.